Hey guys, this is Tarot with Kittens, Weights, and Tarot, and today I'm jumping in with a really quick VR to my girl Nina over at Shuffle Tarot, and she did a spread called the Archetypes spread. So it's a 9-card spread, so there's like 3 lower cards, 3 middle cards, and 3 upper cards. Yes, that is 9. My math is correct. So anyway, I just thought I would jump in with it. So you are using the major arcana only, and it's 3 cards to represent your lower self, 3 cards to represent your middle self, and 3 cards to represent your upper self. So I have some notes here in my Hello Kitty diary with my unicorn pen. So the lower self is what is invisible to me but is obvious to others, and if you can figure out what these things are that are invisible to ourselves, we can help to avoid pitfalls, or as we say in when we're teaching drama to our English students, more specifically our 9th grade students, that it helps the tragic hero to avoid his or her tragic flaws, so they do not lead to our demise. Anywho, the middle self is what we don't want others to see. So it's where we mask our authentic selves for whatever reason it may be, maybe out of fear or just self-consciousness, or, but other people can see it. It's just we wear this mask hoping they don't see it. The last section is the 3 cards for the upper self, and it says just knowing what these 3 cards are for your higher self, your upper self, will just help build a stronger connection with the divine. So I thought this would be a really fun tag to jump in on. I'm going to be using, bam, my Lisa Frank Major Arcana Only Tarot. So majors only. This was a deck that it's free online. You could just print it out for yourself. So that's what I did. These are the way cool backs. And I'm just going to go ahead and pull these cards. So I'm going to pull 3 from my lower self. Wally, what you doing? And 3 from my middle self. And that looks like, no. Here we go. 1, 2, and 3. And 3 from upper self. 1, 2, and 3. I feel like the owl. And how many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll? Tootsie Pop. All right. We are ready. So let's take a look at my 3 cards from my lower self. So again, this is what is not obvious to me, but it is painfully obvious to all you awesome homies. So let's see what they are. The first one is Temperance. So maybe I think I have a handle. I always think I have a pretty decent handle on everything. Like, everything's copacetic. Don't worry, I got this. We're balanced. We are yin and yang. We are. But it may be painfully obvious to you guys that sometimes I do too much. Like, to my friends and my family, they're like, whoa, you are like way out of balance. You're working too hard. You're doing too much. And to me, I'm like, I don't think I work hard enough. I'm like, no, I'm completely balanced. I think I have, enough time for my play, and I have, enough time for work. And I think that I do both rather equally. But I think looking at this, I tend to lean more towards the work too hard and not enough downtime, just like letting myself do nothing. Because for me, it's like, well, if I'm doing nothing, I should fill that with work, with something, so just have some more balance then, maybe. All right, thank you. The next one is the Magician. So it may be obvious to others that, I seem to just, create so many things. I created a business. I have, created so much abundance. I've just, I've done many things in my life, and to me, it's like, it's not enough, or it was luck, or, sometimes I like to play small, and I'm like, well, maybe it's because, so-and-so helped me, or it wasn't really me. And really, this card is like pushing at my face, actually pushing my roses in my face, that like, yeah, you have created some pretty awesome things, and you should acknowledge that you've done these things so that you can continue to create great things. So I think I just need to be more more appreciative of myself, of the things that I've already done and accomplished. And I'm working on it. I'm working on it. All right, the last card, is the Lover's card. So what's invisible to me? You know, I always think that, you know, I just now I just now got it. Okay, so that's me, and that's the dude, and that's Presley in heaven in the Rainbow Bridge. Loki! Sorry, the Lokester, I don't always trust him when I have my back turned and it's just him and Wally together. Hey, Wally. The Lokester likes to do cat things with Wally, like wrestle and all that, and Wally doesn't think he's a cat, so every time that Loki wants to wrestle with him, Wally thinks he's being murdered, so he like screams for his life because he's like, why is this guy jumping on me? That's so wrong. Wally thinks he's a people, you know, and he thinks we bought him a pet cat, you know. Like, no, Wally, you're Anywho, so what's invisible to me but obvious to others? Here we have the Lovers, which is the card for Gemini. I'm Gemini. And I was saying that this is me, this is the dude, and this is Presley, who had crossed the Rainbow Bridge about 5 years ago. And so just knowing that this is, you know, there is something special about our little Ohana, you know, with our kittens and, you know, the dude, and it's kind of like we're all kind of meant to be together. It's not like just a little happenstance, you know. It's like, hey, you know, you're meant to be with the dude's meant to be with you. You guys are meant to have, you know, I gave birth to a little puma, you know. And then we adopted a panther off the street. So it's like, you know, this is something really special. And, you know, and although I'm very grateful for all I have, it's like, no, like, you don't understand, like, you guys all need each other. So I think this is just a nice reminder of that. Okay, let's move on to my middle self. So my middle self is the masks I wear of my authentic self because of fear, or fear of judgment, fear of failure, fear of whatever it may be. And I don't want others to see it. So I don't know, why am I putting this on camera? Let's check it out. So the first thing, okay, so Nina, you remember you got the Wheel of Fortune for your lower self. Well, I got it for my middle self. So yes, the Wheel of Fortune. But here I like that it's, you know, just these these little mises like going for treasure, and there's like this cat outside, like, what you doing? So the masks that I wear, I think that every time I'm on, I want to say, like, when I'm on top, like when I'm on, you know, things are going really well for me, when the wheel has turned and things are good, I tell people, you know, hey, like this, yay, I did this, woo. But I downplay things quite a bit, where I'm like, woo, I did that, cool. Moving on, but this person did something way cooler, and this person did something way cooler. So I think that when the wheel spins for me, what I hide my success. I like to hide how successful I am, because I fear that people may think I'm boasting. They may not like me so much if I feel like that I'm boasting, or like being my own cheerleader. You know, it's like, oh, that girl just thinks she's all that, or what, she thinks she's better than me. You know, okay, wow, you know what this is coming from? I just now realized it when I said, oh, she thinks she's better than me. That's my mom. Because every time I achieved something and did well, my mother would be like, oh, you think you're better than me, you know, because I had to make sure that I played small and that I didn't achieve anything, because if I didn't achieve anything, then my mom would be better than me. And that's how my mom wanted it, was she wanted me to fail at everything so that she could be better than me. So I wasn't allowed to be better than her. So I think that even though, wow, I just put all that together, that has translated into my life. It's continuing where I play small because I'm afraid that people are going to dislike me or, you know, think that, oh, well, you know, why do I want to be friends with that person, or why do I want to help out that person? Obviously, they got it going on, you know, they don't need me, you know. So yeah, that's, I just realized that's all stemming from my mother. Thanks, Mom. All right, the next thing that I hide, a mask that I hide, is the star. So, oh gosh, wow, Nina, this spread like really like puts you on the spot, in the spotlight. So, the star, you know, there are times when like I start to really stand out, for, let's say, my opera, for instance. I mean, and it's like hard for me because I don't want to brag. Like, I'm a decent opera singer, you know, so I'll just say I'm decent, you know, and if I would put in the extra effort, like I could do a lot more operas. I know that, you know, I could make time if I wanted to, but right now I like just say, oh, I'm just gonna do like this opera and this opera, and I just want to do the chorus. Like, I really don't want to stand out. And although parts have been offered to me and they're like, all you have to do is like we'll just give you the part, or just do a small audition and we'll give you the part, I fear being the star. You know, I fear that I'm gonna mess up and I'm gonna forget the words, or, you know, I'm gonna be an embarrassment to the opera company. But that happens in like other things where like people literally want to make me the star, you know, they want to put me on the stage, or they want to, you know, really acknowledge me, or like whatever, fan guy, fangirl me, you know. But I'm like kind of, you know, for as outgoing as I am, I like to be just outgoing enough where I can crack up my friends and I'm like the humorous one of my friends, but I don't totally want to be the whole like center of attention, you know, where there are too many eyes on me. I mean, wow, I do YouTube, but I'm like behind a camera. It's not like everybody's like right outside my house, like, you know, listening to me, because then I might be like, ooh. So yeah, I shy away from being the star, and I keep getting all these, you know, several times in my life where everybody wants to make me front and center, like a big voice, whether it's singing or not, for others. And I'm like, I don't know, I shy away a little bit. The next one is the Emperor. That's another role I don't like to do too much. Is I can be very authoritative. I can stand up. Well, I do stand up on my own, and I can do a lot of things myself, and I can take care of a lot of my own stuff, and I could be yeah, the main person in control, the one that runs the show, but I don't like to. I like to like take a back seat. There are many times I've had to, like the universe just like made it so I couldn't have anybody else be the leader, you know, because I just like to be the person behind the scenes that kind of like helps out, you know, and maybe every now and then I'm like, hey, but the Emperor is in me. I just hide the Emperor because sometimes I think that like people don't like the Emperor, so I'd rather just be the person that cooperates and helps, rather than the person that runs the show. Oh, truth bombs. Okay, let's go into my upper self. Then we have the Empress. Okay, so my middle self's the Emperor and my upper self's the, okay. The Empress is a stalker card of mine. Whenever the tarot is talking directly to me, it'll either pull the Fool card. If the Fool card's in here, I'm gonna be like, what? I either pull the Fool card or I pull the Empress card, and both are directly always talking to me like, you are the Empress, you are the Fool, you are both. So I think if I learn to nurture this middle self, the things that I just revealed about myself, and the things that are not so apparent to me in my lower self, if I, you know, do my Empressy thing that I do with everything else, like with people and with projects, that, you know, we're going to be a-okay. All right. Then we have the Tower. Nina, did you also get the Tower for the upper self? I don't remember, the higher self. But what I have to see with the Tower, the Tower has actually been stalking me too, because actually I just pulled the Tower last night. It's like the universe is like, we've made quite a few Tower moments in your life because you've been unwilling to play this guy. So we make you play this guy. So what my higher self is saying, we're going to be throwing another tarot tower. We're going to be throwing another tower your way because we need you to be this guy. And I'm like, dude, really? I literally just pulled this last night and the night before and the day before that and the day before that. And then my higher self is also telling me about the High Priestess. See, that's a role, like, I don't know, I may also shy away from being the High Priestess because I'm like, oh, that's somebody who's like read like so many, like, it's like I feel like even though I'm an English teacher, I've read a ton of books, like I haven't read enough books, like I don't know enough. Even though the High Priestess, yes, is always obtaining knowledge, you never thinks that she's like, whoa, on top. She knows that she knows quite a bit. She's always a student, she's still learning, but she has a lot to teach others. And I think my higher self is telling me that it's time to be that person, even though I don't think I'm ready, where I'm like, I don't think I know enough, you know, I haven't read enough, I haven't experienced enough. And then it's like, well, hello, how about a tower? So yeah. All right, Nina, that was freaking awesome. Wow, am I gonna post this? Of course I'm gonna post this. Ooh. I don't know, a little nervous about that, but yeah, I like this archetype spread. I am glad that I did this. Hey, I probably needed to put this on video because, you know, obviously I don't want to hide certain aspects of myself anymore, and I want to make certain aspects of myself like more apparent to myself. Allow myself to introduce myself. Yes, Austin Powers, if you guys got that. Anywho, I really enjoyed this, and I feel like I have a lot more fun when I'm not working, you know, as a teacher right now, because we're on spring break, and I feel like I'm more me. So this is more of the joyful me. The sun is shining, which I love because that's like solar powering me. Kind of like if you've seen the WALL-E movies, like, or the WALL-E movie, that's like me. I'm solar powered, kind of like WALL-E. But anywho, this was awesome. Thank you, Nina, for the archetype spread. You guys definitely check out this spread. Check out her channel. I will link it down below so you can check it out. And yeah, I will catch you spiritual homies later. If you dug this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to click subscribe, and don't forget to click that ding 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 notification bell for more videos just like this. And if you want to catch a reading with me, head over to www.kittenswaitsandtarot.com. And I have created my own oracle deck called Wally's World, A Healing Journey Through Sacred Sites, and it is now on Kickstarter, so please pre-order your copy today. All right, I will catch you spiritual homies later. Peace, love, and chicken grease. Peace out!